What's up, social mafia? Welcome to #1 YouTube channel about social media marketing for small businesses. And today is highly requested video how to edit your Instagram pictures. Let's begin. I've been asked so many questions how to edit my Instagram picture, but it's not really a secret. I basically use just two programs, and I'm gonna show you in this video how step by step how I edit my pictures. But first thing to remember, it's quite a cool trend on Instagram, more natural images. However, if you use the same editing pattern, this will give you this cohesive Instagram look. So basically your images is gonna look like each other, and it's gonna be more aesthetic for your Instagram. And the first thing here is to remember is to use the natural lighting. In most of my pictures I use just a daylight. I don't use artificial light, and I don't shoot in the dark or in the night because that doesn't really look nice on images, and it's really hard to edit very dark images, especially these that were taken in the night. This is my first #1 rule. The second rule that you have to remember is to clean your phone lens. If you take picture with your phone, then make sure to clean your lens. Let me show you how I do that. The secret is very simple. So you take a piece of your clothes and just wipe the lens. That's all. And believe me, the quality of the picture that was made with a clean lens on your phone compared to the one that were taken with a dirty lens, there's going to be a huge difference. You will not see these blurry marks on your pictures, and your picture is going to look more sharp. And let's have a look how do I edit my pictures. The first program that we will need, the first app, is Lightroom Mobile. Lightroom Mobile is absolutely for free. Go ahead and download it if you don't use it yet, and let's begin with this app. I have an album here, so basically if you want to create your own album, you just go ahead and add. My album is already created, and here's my pictures. Let me upload any of the pictures that I want to publish sooner or later. So I'm gonna go and hit this add button, and I like to choose from the camera roll, and I like to choose images that I saved into favorites. So you just mark one of the pictures that you like with the heart, and then they can appear in the favorite folder by default on iPhone. I don't know how it's on Android, but I believe you have the same feature. All right, that's the image that I'm going to edit, and let's begin with the first thing that I do is I go to light, and I'm gonna bring the exposure a little bit up, and I like to keep the contrast a little bit more down, so you make it down. Highlights I like to keep a little bit down, and then I'm gonna remove a little bit shadows. The exposure, however, is a bit too much now, so I'm gonna put it like this. I'll bring a little bit up the whites and down the blacks. And then we go to color, where the magic actually begins. Here you can increase your temperature. I'm gonna leave it by 5 because this picture is by its nature is quite warm. And I'm gonna bring a little bit the pink tint up. What I do here is I decrease the vibrance and the saturation, just slightly be a little bit, maybe just by 2. Yeah, by 2, right? That's what we already got. And here you have the little circle with colors mix. So we click here, and here we can play with different colors. I usually don't touch the red ones unless I have red ones on my picture and I want to desaturate those colors. Most of the cases I play with the orange and yellow ones. So I'm gonna use the luminance a little bit down, the saturation a little bit down as well. No, let's bring a little bit up. Yes, so if you want your skin to look more tanned, then you need to bring the luminance of orange a little bit down. So we keep it like this, and I like to bring the yellow ones down as well. Let's play with green ones. I don't like when it's a bit too much green, so I'm gonna bring this down, and maybe I'm also gonna bring the luminance a little bit more down. It's all right. The next thing I'm gonna do is to add a little bit of texture in effects, clarity, and dehaze. Let's make it a little bit dehaze because it will remove this fog on your picture. All right, and if you want to add some more like a vintage look, you can play with the feature called split toning, and you can bring highlights a little bit up, choose the color that you want to appear on your picture. So in most of the cases this is done for the vintage look. And the shadows as well. I normally don't go crazy with this. Well, let's just bring it like this. That's all right. And then shadows, highlights as well. Okay, here we go. Probably I'm gonna make this picture a little bit more bright. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and export to the camera roll. Once the picture is exported, the next app that I go is to Tezza. Really like this app, and you have some couple filters that are for free in this app. However, I have a premium version. It's not so expensive, and I really like how the filters are applied to the pictures in this app. So we go ahead and choose our picture where we want to apply the filter, and go to the filter button and choose filters that you like. This is on maximum. I usually like the vintage 2, vintage 3, or just vintage. So let's see, we're gonna bring this down. No, don't really like how it looks. I'm gonna go to vintage 2. Yes, I'm gonna go this way. Yes, and I think it looks pretty nice right now, and I'm gonna keep it. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of brightness, maybe just by 1, and it is ready, and you can go ahead and click save. That is it. The whole magic is done. My other favorite apps is to edit if you're, let's say, don't have enough makeup on your picture and you want your makeup to enhance a little bit. Then I would use my favorite app is Airbrush. So basically it works super simple. You go to your library and you choose pictures, the one that you want to edit, to apply your makeup. Let's say I'm gonna choose this one, and you just go to makeup and choose makeup that you like. This is a bit too crazy. I like blush, and I really put it on minimum. And here you go. You can remove your acne if you want. Let's just go a bit and remove some things here that we don't want. Yeah, I don't really go crazy with like your height or your weight, make yourself skinnier. I don't do that. I really like the natural looks, and you just save your picture. If you want to add some vintage effect, like a dust effect or scratches effect, the best app for it is Kuni Cam. I really love their filters. For example, let's choose the one that we just edit, and you have some analog filters here, but I don't really use them, and you have a lot of really nice dust effects. So I'll just bring it a little bit more down, and here you go. If you like it, you can save it and play a little bit around with the dust and scratches. That is all magic for my Instagram feed. I don't do more. I used to have my own Lightroom preset, the one that I use to edit my pictures, most of my pictures, but I'm really happy that Instagram is now switching to a more natural look, and that's why I'm doing really simple steps in order to edit my pictures. If you want to be featured on my Instagram stories, make sure to share the screenshot of this video in your Instagram stories and tag me so I can repost your accounts in my Instagram stories. If you like this video, make sure to smash this like button and subscribe to my channel if you're not yet, and hit the notification bell button to not miss any of my videos. If there's any questions or topics you want me to make my future videos on, make sure to comment below, because I create content based on your requests.